Alright, so I was inspired to make this video by Loretta, who commented on my Why I'm So Frugal video. And I'm not gonna waste your time and get right into it. So tip number 1 is have a purpose for your saving. When you don't know where you want to be or where you want to get, that will kill your motivation. And it's easy to fall off the track. Knowing what you're saving for will make the process more enjoyable because you know that each dollar saved is another brick that builds on your dream, builds on your purpose, and gets you closer to your objective. So whether you want to buy yourself a home, a new car, or you want to go on a trip, knowing your objective will make the process easier. Tip number 2 is adopt a minimalist lifestyle, and I have a video on my channel where I give you my 7 reasons why you should adopt or at least try the minimalist lifestyle. But one of the biggest reasons is that it will help you save a lot of money. But again, minimalism is not just about saving money. I think a minimalist lifestyle can also help you save time, your mental health, and physical health, which I actually think they're much more important than money, and I think you can agree with me. And if you have those three, if you have time, you have a healthy mind and a healthy body, then you can also obviously work and potentially make more money. So yeah, adopting a minimalist lifestyle will definitely be, I think, one of the best decisions of your life. Number 3, it's something that I used for a brief period of time, but that is an app or a software that helps you track your expenses. Some examples are Quicken.com, Clarity Money, and Mint.com. But I think Mint.com, it doesn't exist anymore, or at least they rebranded it. And I do not have an affiliate link for those, even though I could have probably created one. But anyways, just go and check them online and see what they offer. Some of them do cost money and some of them are free, but even if they cost $3 or $5 a month, if they help you save more than that, then I think it's totally worth it. And if you really don't want to pay any money, then just use Excel or Google Sheets. And you can actually use Excel or Google Sheets both on your computer and your phone as well. So use a tracking app or software to track your expenses. Tip number 4 is join an online community like a Facebook group or a subreddit. Look, it does not matter who you are, you need to surround yourself with the type of people you want to be like. And I'm saying online community because, to be honest, you are really special and rare because you're trying to educate yourself and take responsibility for your finances and take a hold over them and control them. And I really don't believe there are that many people in real life that you can meet, you can share the same values and also be friends with that have similar objectives to you. Anyways, just know that you are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. So if you're always around Jack or Hannah, who also happen to be compulsive buyers, then it will be quite difficult to break this habit. So join an online community. Tip number 5 is not really something that I did, but I think it can be of great help. And that is to find an accountability partner. And, an accountability partner can be anyone. Can be a family member, can be a coworker, a friend. But really, I think it's a great advantage if your accountability partner have similar goals and values as you do. So the best place to find an accountability partner is actually in the online community you joined in the previous step. So find an accountability partner. Number 6, and this is probably the only tip I don't really like or I don't really embrace, and that is because I think it sounds cheesy, but you'll hear this very often, especially amongst investors, and that is pay yourself first. Now, I personally don't really resonate with it, firstly because I think I am bothered by yourself first, and I think it's kind of selfish and it's not that good type of selfish that I would recommend, to be honest. So I think it's selfish, and I also think it's, it goes against my idea of why you want to make money, why you want to save money, against the idea of what money is or the purpose of money. But I don't want to be a hypocrite, so I'm not gonna talk too much about this. But the bottom line is that it hits in my core beliefs. Anyways, the other reason why I don't really like it is because I think it's quite impractical. You probably have some financial responsibilities that you have to take care of first. You probably are paying rent, and you probably have a student loan that you have to pay off every month. So obviously you have to do that first. I mean, you cannot say to your landlord, hey, you know what? I paid myself first this month, so I don't know if I'm gonna be able to pay rent this month, but I guess we'll see. You cannot really do that. All that being said, this idea of pay yourself first is well known, and I'm sure it works for some people. It might work well for you too, so give it a try anyways. Now for the last tip, tip number 7, my favorite one, my baby.
My precious.
And the one that it always worked for me, and that is make it seem like a game. I'm gonna start off by asking you a question. Why do you think rich people like Donald Trump or Warren Buffett are still working decades past their retirement age? Why do you think that's the case? You know, Donald Trump is 77 now in 2024. And Warren Buffett is 93 years old. They're rich. They could easily be sipping cocktails on a beach right now. But no, they're still working. Why do you think that is? Well, I'm gonna tell you why. That is because what they do, it's like an addictive game for them. And to be honest, I don't think Donald Trump prefers Mondays more than he prefers Fridays. I don't think there is a difference for him. And I'm not saying that it's bad to prefer one day of the week over the other. What I am saying though is that what they do doesn't feel like a chore for them, but it's actually so enjoyable they cannot even retire. Now, why do I tell you all this? I tell you all this because I want you to be like this. I want you to have a mindset change and not to see saving money as a chore, but see it as a game. Make it feel like a game. And I'm not gonna waste your time, and here are a bunch of things you can do to make saving money seem like a game. And the last one from the list is my favorite one, and the only one that I'm doing right now. And to be honest, I have never heard anyone do this before, so I might as well be the inventor of it. So one of the things you can do is have a jar, and every time you buy something and you buy it with cash, every time you get the change from the store, then you put that change into that jar. And over 1 year, you can easily be saving over $1,000 by using this method. Another option is to have a competition with one of your coworkers. Granted that he's making the same amount of money as you are, or at least close to it, so the competition is fair. And also, granted, you extract the rent from the equation. And why? That is because the rent might be different, and it also might be difficult to find a new place just so you have the same rent, right? So just extract the rent from the equation and do a competition and see who wins, who have saved more at the end of a month. Another idea is to start next month on the first of the month and see how much you can save by the end of the month. Then see if you can increase it by 5% and save 5% more. Next month, 5% more, and so on and so forth, and see how far you can go. And I like this because there's that game factor in it that I told you about. Now, all these are good, and I encourage you to try them all, but the best one, the absolute best one, for me at least, is to have an achievable round number. For example, $1,000 that you want to save, right? So you want to save $1,000 or $3,000 or $5,000, whatever it is. Look at your current savings, and let's say you have $400 in savings. And then just try to get to $1,000 as fast as possible. And then up that number to $2,000, to $3,000, to $5,000, and so on and so forth. This has been the method that has always worked for me. And this is basically my secret. Now, I want to tell you a very important thing to keep in mind. Saving can only get you so far. Just like you only have 24 hours in a day and you cannot get 25, whatever you do, is the same with saving. Let's say you're making $2,000 in a month, okay? That's your current income, $2,000 a month. Well, even if you were to save 100% of your income, you still won't be able to save more than $2,000. And let's say your friend who's making $10,000 is spending $5,000 in a month, right? For his living expenses. Well, he still, at the end of a month, he still saved more than double than you did, even though you spend nothing. So eventually you will need to up your game and make more money, increase your income. And whether you do this by climbing the corporate ladder in your company or by, buying books, buying courses and invest in yourself, become more valuable in the marketplace and maybe change jobs, or by starting a side hustle, and make money online the way I do. Whatever it is, you will eventually need to focus on increasing your income, because that is going to get you to the next level. But that's all from me in this video. I hope you found it helpful. And if you did, please leave a like and a comment, subscribe, and see you in the next one.